It's 8 o'clock. I'm Jim Turner. This is Central Florida's Morning News on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Our top local story this hour, how many drunk college kids are on the road next to you? WDBO's Bob Hazen and Marcia Taylor begin our live team coverage.
Jim, we found swarms of hammered people pouring out of bars near UCF and then getting on the same roads that you could be driving on.
WDBO's Drew Petrimoulx staked out 2 bars in East Orlando, and he starts part 1 of his series, Boozin and Cruisin.
Armed with a flip camera and a mic, I found out it's not hard to get people to talk outside the nightly scoop on Alafaya and 50. It's closing time, 2 a.m.
I've been drinking beer all night.
How many beers do you think you had throughout the night?
20 at least.
A shot every 60 minutes.
Every minute for 60
So that's 60 shots. I'm really drunk.
But in a parking lot full of cars, it was obvious someone was driving home, and I found out that someone was probably drunk.
A lot of people drink and drive, dude. I ain't even going to play.
It's sad, but it is what it is.
From the parking lot, I watched drivers stumble past 2 Orange County Sheriff's deputies parked outside.
Do you guys have friends that have gotten DUIs?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got like 5 friends that have gotten DUIs.
About 2 weeks ago, a kid I knew died because he was drunk and he drove.
Tomorrow on Central Florida's Morning News, I take the tape to the Orange County Sheriff's Office to find out why the deputies did nothing to stop these dangerous drivers from getting on the road. If you want to see what I saw, you can log on to WDBO.com. Drew Petrimoulx, News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
8:01 at News Talk.
Good morning. It's 8 o'clock. I'm Jim Turner. This is Central Florida's Morning News on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Our top local story this hour, why are deputies letting drunk college kids drive home? WDBO's Bob Hazen and Marcia Taylor begin our live team coverage.
I told you that swarms of kids are binge drinking at bars near UCF and then getting behind the wheel.
Today, WDBO's Drew Petrimoulx finds out why deputies are sitting outside the bars and they don't try to stop them in part 2 of Boozin and Cruisin.
I set up a meeting with top cops at the Orange County Sheriff's Office looking for answers.
Whose responsibility is it? Is it the cop's fault that you have a kid that decides to get drunk and try to get behind the wheel of a car? Or is it the kid's fault and maybe that he wasn't taught properly not to do that?
But you can see my video for yourself at WDBO.com. It clearly shows cops shooing kids out of the parking lot, seemingly not interested in their ability to drive. One deputy can be seen talking to 2 scantily clad girls as other kids pour out of the bar into their cars.
I disagree. I think that they're handling the situation. They're making themselves known. We have the officers there visible. And if there's something that's specific that we need to look at to make improvements, we will.
Captain Angelo Nieves and Lieutenant Carlos Padilla say they'd like to be in all places at once, but it's a simple game of numbers.
You have a deputy in the parking lot sitting there on duty. In the meantime, you got burglaries happening, you got calls to service, you got people calling 911 needing help. You only have a certain amount of deputies on the street.
You also have issues of legalities and case law regarding just sitting and waiting for someone to leave, basically waiting at a bar.
So what do you think? The deputies need to do more? Let us know after you've watched my video at WDBO.com. Drew Petrimoulx, News Talk AM 580 WDBO.
8:01 at News Talk AM 580.